welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, if you cannot tell by the title down below, I am going to be doing a full face first impressions drugstore makeup, and you will see me create this look right now, and you will see my thoughts and opinions on everything that I used and all the products that I used as well. I will make sure to link everything down below that I use. Before you watch this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am trying to upload 2 videos a week. Right now it's been only 1 a week just because I have school and my work, but I'm going to try to upload twice a week. And yeah, like this video, comment if you want to see me do anything else. And let's get on into the video. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the e.l.f. Putty Primer, and I'm going to use that. And what I'm going to be using is this little thing to scoop it. I'm going to take, you know what, I'm going to take a little bit more. Take that much, and I'm going to put it all over my face. Just rub it in. Make sure it's covering everything. Alright, and then now we're just gonna pack it into the skin. You see me looking over here at my mirrors over here, so that's why I'm looking at that. Okay. Alright, I actually like how this feels. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is foundation. Now this foundation I have not tried at all yet. I'm sorry if you're really zoomed in. I just needed to switch the camera and that. So what I'm going to be using today is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh foundation. This has come out and has been out for I think a while now. I just haven't used it yet. So what I like doing with new foundations, and I actually learned this trick from Jeffree Star, I'm going to be applying it to half of my face with a brush, and the other half I'm going to be using with a beauty blender. So I'm going to use the Morphe beauty sponge, and then I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Morphe Collab JS1 brush. I like how I can apply foundation with this brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shake this. Shake it. Getting fluffs everywhere from my sweater. My sweater is very fluffy, so there might be fluff stuck into my hair. This probably was not the best choice, but I'm going to just put like that. And I'm going to just dot it on this side of my face. I don't know how much I'm going to need. So let's just go with this. I'm going to do side of my nose too. Okay. That might be a lot. Might not be a lot. I don't know. So I'm going to go in with the brush on this side, and then the sponge is going to be on this side. So we're going to just take this, and we're going to just swirl it around. This like smells like something. I don't know what, but. And then after I swirl, I like to press it into the skin to kind of give that nice look. And we're going to swirl up here. Can't forget there. Swirl it around. And we're going to press. Just going to press into the skin. This is how I do my makeup. And this is the side with the foundation. This is the side without, so you can see the difference. It looks, there's no redness to my face here. Hope you can see it because my lighting's yellow right now. So I don't know. I just press it in a bit more. I'm going to take a little bit, and I like taking it down my neck a little bit, just to match myself. So again, I'm going to take some more. And we're just going to tilt the camera, and I'm going to put it down along here. So I'm just going to, I don't know how much I'm going to need. Let's do a little bit more here, because I know back here I always forget. And just do right there too. It's gonna look like that. Again, take our brush, and we're gonna swirl. Swirl it. It doesn't give full coverage, so if you're someone who's like, I need full coverage, do not go with this foundation. But I like it so far with the brush, and now we're going to apply it to the other side of my face with the beauty sponge. So what I'm going to do, again, take it on the back of my hand. Take about that much, and then I'm going to dot it all over my face. Chin, rest of my neck, and the rest of my nose too. Some of you might be going like, oh my gosh, there's so much foundation in one spot. I know, but sometimes I need the extra coverage. I look crazy right now. I just looked at the camera. I'm going to take the beauty sponge, and we're just going to blend. Okay, now this side looks very different than this side with the brush. It seems like this side covered more with the sponge than the side with the brush. I don't know if you can see. So this is the side with the sponge. This is the side with the brush. This side looks more full coverage. I'm going to do the same thing with my neck like we did with the brush off camera, and then I'll be right back. We're going to go in with concealer. So the concealer that I'm going to be using is another e.l.f. product. It is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Light Ivory. Now, people have been raving about this concealer. When it came out, they said it was, I think some people said it was comparable to Shape Tape. I love Shape Tape. I've never used this yet. I've had it for a while. I also have the other one that they came out with, the Hydrating Camo Concealer, but I wanted to use this because this is the original. So we're going to try this. So what I like to do for my concealer, oh, a lot comes out on the brush, so I get about that much. I take about that much, and what I'm going to do, I like to do the triangle and cover in that. So I like doing that on my face. And then I'm going to do it to the other side as well. Whoop, whoop. Under and cover. Then for my nose, I like going down. And then what I also need to do is go down this side, and then also go down this side as well. And then I also need to get in the crevices of the nose. So I go here and here. Sometimes the foundation doesn't stick here when I put my foundation on, so I like to put that there. So I'm not done with the concealer yet, but that's the first step of my concealer that I do. And then I'm going to take my sponge, and I'm just going to blend. Hold up. So I just finished blending everything out. I'm going to zoom you in. Look how full that looks. I really like what this did. Like, I really, really like. So, before it dries, what I'm going to do before the concealer under my eyes creases, I'm going to take the CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder. Can't open it. Looks like this. It's just like a white powder. There's a nick in it because I put my nail in it. And I'm going to take the Morphe Y11 brush, and I'm going to take the powder and I'm going to put it under my eyes. I'm going to zoom you in again so you can see what exactly it is that I am doing. Have you zoomed in so you can see me put the powder under my eyes? So I'm just going to swirl the powder. I have it on my brush, and what I'm just going to do is take it and just... Okay, and what I'm going to do also, I take this and I like doing my nose because I like setting my nose with this powder. Well, not this powder in particular, just honey powder. My eyes are watering up. Oh my gosh. Take a little bit more. Just do it again. Do 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 do. Take my camo concealer. I'm going to take my camo concealer and I'm going to put concealer on the other areas that I use concealer on. So I'm going to do my chin. I don't need a lot because this stuff goes a long way. I'm going to do right here, my forehead. What I'm also going to do is here. I can already hear people in the comments, you're doing that wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be doing this. I do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set the foundation, concealer, all of that. What I'm going to use is the Hard Candy Marilyn Monroe setting powder. I've had this for a while. I haven't used it. It's a translucent, loose, airy powder and rosehip oil sparkling strawberry. So it's just like a white powder. Give it a good shake, and when you open it, oh, okay. Don't give it a good shake because I can't even tilt it because everything's gonna fall out. Oh my god. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the brush, I'm gonna dip it. It like coated the brush. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tap off all the extra into the cap. Alright, so I have that much on my brush. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to press it in. So, since that's done, after I set my face, I like to do my eyes. I'm going to really zoom you in for this. Now that you're nice and zoomed up, what I'm going to do... Yeah, I can do it that way. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. I'm going to warm it up in my fingers. Just going to press it on my eyelid. Oh wow, that sticks really nice. Same thing. I have some on my thumbs. So I'm just gonna try to do this. I'm gonna tap it in. Physician Formula and Casey Holmes Butter Collection. I'm gonna take the eyeshadows down here. I'm gonna take this shade. In the shade Do Not Disturb. This SL Miss Glam brush. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna set the eye primer. So now that this eye is set, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go in to the e.l.f. mini palette. This is the Rosewater palette. The same brush that I use, I'm going to dip into this color. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the crease. So I'm going to press it, and then I'm going to move back and forth to the windshield. My promotions. So it looks, you can see it darkening. And just, oh, it's nice. There we go. So you can see the difference from this eye and this eye, which has really nothing on it, and this eye has that nice shadow in there. Okay. We're going to take this shade, No Filter. I'm just going to put that right here, just to get it a little more defined. Go back and forth, and do little circles too. You can see it really darkened up from there, so it's the exact amount of color I wanted. Going back in with the original brush we used, we're just gonna go and we're just gonna blend those two colors together so that there's no, that's what you want. I'm gonna fix this here. My shadows always do that for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, and now going back to the e.l.f. palette, we're gonna grab this teeny tiny e.l.f. brush. We're this darker shade, and we're gonna put it on the outer corner of the eye, and we're gonna place it right here. We're just gonna press it in, and then go back and forth. And that's about the color that I want. So going back in with that brush that we used for the other darker color, I'm going to use that, and we're just going to go back and forth with it to blend it so we get no harsh lines. Like that. Still a harsh line. Or we're going to do the best that we can. Taking a flat brush, we're going to go back into the e.l.f. palette again, and we're going to take this sparkly champagne pink shade. We're going to have it on the brush, and we're going to place it all over the lid. So you see there's that sparkle. It's there it is. It's not intense as I wanted it. So what I'm going to do, take a setting spray. I'm taking the Urban Decay Quick Fix setting spray, and you just wanna spray the brush, frick off, spray the brush, and then go back into that shimmer so it's coated, and then we're gonna apply it again because that might make a difference. Is it making a difference? I don't know. Oh yeah, a little bit of a difference. Alright, and that's the shimmer. So, the hair that I'm going to be using is the Mad Lash mascara by The Balm. The Balm is actually in my drugstore in my city, so that's why I'm using it. It just looks like this. It's been around for a while, but I've never tried it, so we're going to try it today. We're just going to do this eye, and let's apply. So that is the mascara. As you can see on this eye, my lashes, and then on this side, you can really see my lashes. Brows, I don't have any new products. I'm just going to be using something that I only have from the drugstore. It's my old tried and true L'Oreal Brow Gel. As you can see, I've had it for a while. The label has come off. Alright, so that's the one eye and my one eyebrow. I'm going to do my other eye off camera and I'll be right back. So I did my other eye off of camera, so this is what my eyes look like. I love the way they look, but in all, I love how my eyes look right now. So the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to do bronzer. So what I'm going to take is I'm going to take the Maybelline New York City bronzer in the shade 200. I don't think this has a name. This is what the bronzer looks like. And I'm going to take a Lexi small contouring 512 brush. Looks like this. Just going to dip it in the bronzer. The bronzer is on the brush, as you can see. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to, you see where that line is right there? I'm going to try to match it up with that. I'm going to tap it in, and then move it back and forth. So you can see it looks darker on my face. So it looks really nice and darker. I think that's the perfect amount that I want to take. Do the same thing to the other side where the line is. I can't tell. Some more, and we're going to do it on this side. So there, you see it? And then we're just going to go back and forth, really building that up. I'm going to take a little bit more because it doesn't look like the same effect as the one on this side. This one looks a little lighter. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it under my chin. I'm going to take the brush. I'm going to go up. I'm just going to lightly go like this. So you can see it creates that jaw-like effect. Right here, you can see it creates that undershadow. I'm going to do it on the other side as well. Bring it like that. And I'm going to do it on my forehead. I take the brush, start up here, and I press. Just press it in. Just because I don't want anything to move underneath, and then I go back and forth. Move it back and forth. So you see on this side now it looks lighter, and this side it looks a little darker. And I'm just going to go back and forth with it a little bit. So now you can really see the difference. Do that to the other side too. We're just going to press it in. And then we're going to go back and forth. And then we're just going to go back and forth again. So now you see it matches up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bigger brush and I'm going to blend all of that out. So I'm going to start with here. And just blend. I like going in circular motions and then back and forth just to get that nice. So you can see it doesn't look too harsh like over here. It just looks seamless and like it belongs there, like I didn't put anything there, kind of. It just looks like it's natural shadow. So I'm going to do that with all the places I put bronzer. Alright, now that I did all that, you can see it looks a bit more clean, but I have another step to do. But first, I'm going to do my nose and under my lip. So I like taking the this little Lexi brush for nose contouring. I'm going to dip into the same bronzer that we've been using. So you see it's on the brush. I'm going to do it under my lip. So what I like to do is I like to go like this. And then I just like to go back and forth. So you can see it makes that nice shadow under there, and it makes your lip look a little more fuller. And for my nose, I'm going to take this. I'm going to do this side first. I take it and I just press and go down. And then I go like this. I just bring it down a little bit. And then for the nostril, I go here and up. Create that nice shadow. So you can see it's darker. And then there's nothing. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of my nose. So you can see it's going to look a little smaller. Take the big brush that we use for blending, and we're just going to swirl it around under here. Next, what I like to do after I do bronzing, I like to bake for a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that powder that we had before. Now, some people find this weird. I personally like to take it on a dry beauty sponge. I use my black one for baking. I like to take it on a dry beauty sponge, and so I'm going to dip it in so it's coated. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this side first. So I'm going to just tap it in where I want to bake, and so where it's going to look lighter as well. I'm going to tap it in again, and I'm just going to swoop it down. So you can see it's right there. I do it to the other side. Tap it down. Tap it down. Dip in again. Swoop. And what I'm also going to do is I like to bake down the center of my nose. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to tap it down the center of my nose. Like that. What I also like doing, I like highlighting here so it looks a little whiter. Or not whiter, brighter. So it looks brighter. And then I like doing above my lip as well so that the highlight really stands out when I go to highlight. So there. What I also do, if I notice my contour down here is looking a little muddy, oh, it's just making a mess, I take this, I run it under just to make it look a little bit so it doesn't look too dark. Should see the table right now. It's a mess. Alright, and I'm gonna let that bake for a little while and then I will be right back. So I let that bake in and I swept it all away using the same brush that we used to put the powder under my eye. And as you can see, it looks nice and clean. My nose looks good. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put blush. This is another e.l.f. product. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. blush. And it is in the shade Always Cheeky. This nice shade. So what, I'm gonna take it on this angled brush. Now I know these are used for contouring. I like them to apply blush because it gives a nice, precise angle that you want. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna dip it in the blush. Tap off the excess. I take this and I'm gonna place it here. I'm gonna start here. I'm just gonna tap. Just gonna tap right along here. And you can see it's already creating that nice bush like a, and I wanna, if I can, add a little bit more. Just because, you know, I like my blush to be a little brighter. Just a little bit. So I'm going to take that. I'm just going to go up a little more. I'm going to swirl it around too. And that is what the blush is going to look like. I'm going to do it on the other side as well. And now that the blush is applied, what I like to do, I like to take a bigger, fluffier blush brush. So I take it and I just swirl where I put the blush just to kind of diminish a little bit. So that way it's not too harsh. Like that. And that is, I have 2 more steps to go. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do my favorite part, highlight. So what we're going to take for highlighter is we're going to use, again, the Casey Holmes Butter Collection. We're going to take this highlight. I just put my finger over. We're going to take this highlight in the shade Just Peachy. So I'm going to take it on this little highlighting brush from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to dip it in. Coated the brush. And I'm going to apply it here. You can already see that glow, like no highlight, highlight. Taking a bit more. I'm just really going in with it. I love highlight. If I could just highlight my whole body, I would. I like taking it like that. Up here as well. Just because I can. And you can see that nice glow. Alright, so the other places I like highlighting are, I'm going to hit my Cupid's bow. So we're just going to go like this. The mirror's in the frame. You can go like this. And you can see that nice glow. I'm going to do a little bit more. A little bit more. Perfect. And now we're going to go along the bridge of the nose. And I'm just going to go down the center of my nose. Like so. Just going to do this too, just to emphasize. So you can see it's going down. So one more time. Just one more time. Just to really create that illusion of a small nose. Tok. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a big fluffy highlighting brush and I'm just going to blend out the spots where I put my highlighter. Just so that it really melts into the skin. Cupid's bow, and we're going to hit the nose too. So it really just blends in with everything else. And there we go. So for lips, I have a few options. So I have some NYX, I have some of the Balm, I have a Pixie, and I have a Revlon. So that's... no. No. Maybe. No. Too light. I'm gonna go with this one. Alright, so I'm gonna take this is the NYX Cosmetics Soft Matte Lip Cream. This was from the Sabrina collection that they had. I don't think you can get this anymore, but you can use a similar shade or you can use a shade from another company that's very similar to this. This is in the shade Carnies. Put this on my lips. Didn't smell like anything. I don't know why I have to smell it. So I'm gonna take it on my bottom lip first, and I like to go like that. And then go back and forth. So it looks like that. It's a very pretty color. It's actually lighter than I thought. We're going to go with the top lip now. We're going to go down to center. Move it across. And there you have the lips. Alright, so I am going to put my hair down and I will be right back. Alright, and here is the final look. I really, really enjoy it. Final thoughts on all products. The ones that I didn't really care for were these two products. The shimmers in this e.l.f. palette, by itself, it wasn't like really like wow amazing. It was kind of a letdown, but once I added the setting spray to it, it really amped it up. But I like a shimmer that can be like boom, wow on its own. The mascara, I mean, it wasn't life-changing. I'll use it again, but I wasn't wowed by it. It's just like any other mascara. My favorite products that I enjoyed. I love the bronzer. It was really nice and light for my skin. I loved how it went on. It didn't make me look orange. It wasn't patchy or anything. Yeah, I'm really excited to use this again. The foundation is perfect for everyday wear. If you're looking for something light and like flawless and like it looks like you're not wearing anything, definitely recommend this. It's a great everyday makeup. The last and final thing that I loved was the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This thing was full coverage. Like, it could probably a whole lot more. It can conceal imperfections, your mood, your scars, your emotions, all that stuff. I am excited to use this again. This is a fave of mine now. All the other stuff was great too. The powder, it's like any other powder. I will use it again. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this full face of drugstore first impressions. If you guys want me to do another full face of first impressions, let me know. Or if you want to see me use something again, or maybe I can do a full face of my favorite makeup products, because I know I got asked that in my makeup collection video in the comments. Someone asked me to do that, so maybe if you guys want, I can do that too. I hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I will have my social medias linked down below. Thank you guys again